Hello, everyone. Today, I will be demonstrating Cosmosoft's HR and payroll software, cPay. This software offers highly flexible and user-configurable methods for payroll computation, making it adaptable to a wide range of business needs. No other software is as powerful as cPay. Its capabilities are demonstrated by the successful configuration of over 2,000 companies across various industry verticals in the AWS cloud, making it the largest payroll implementation running without any company-specific customization. cPay software is widely utilized across various industry sectors, including payroll processing companies, automotive and auto component manufacturers, hospitals, pharmaceuticals, chemical industries, shoe manufacturers, retail, FMCG, and more. The cPay software is highly adaptable to even the most complex computational structures. Users can seamlessly create custom formulas directly within the software, just like they would in Excel. When set up in a parallel processing environment, the cPay payroll engine can efficiently process up to 100,000 pay slips per hour. Visit the Cosmosft website at www.cosmosft.in to experience a live view of the cPay payroll and HR software. The website also features information about our services, products, and a list of clients. To log in and access the cPay software, click the HR/Payroll Live View button. Upon logging into the cPay software, a self-explanatory and user-friendly dashboard appears on the screen. An important feature of cPay is the ability to view the screen in a regional language. Select the regional language from Language Selection drop-down. Choose the regional language in which you want to translate. Click the Translate button. The screen will appear in regional language. Click the Show Original button to show the screen into English. The various modules in cPay HRMS software are Payroll Basic, Payroll, Leave, Attendance, Reimbursement, Income Tax, Arrears, Final Settlement, Appraisal, Training, Recruitment, Report Builder, Master Setup, Loan, Other Payments, Bonus, Provident Fund, Employee State Insurance, Professional Tax, Expense Payment, Payroll Journal, Canteen Module, General Services, and Employee Self-Service, Wizard Creator. Users can access each module by either clicking the module icon or using the Module Selector button located in the top left corner of the screen. Each module has its own dashboard. When you click the Payroll module, the corresponding dashboard will be displayed on the screen. To return to the main dashboard, press the back button. Similarly, clicking the Attendance module icon will display the dashboard for the Attendance Processing module. Below module icon, various graphical reports will be displayed on the main dashboard. The dashboard. The dashboard content are self-explanatory and may not require additional explanation. Clicking the More Info button on any dashboard content will open a drill-down view on the screen. Click the More Info button for Yearly Salary to display the salary summary by payment group on the screen. This option provides access to 15 detailed drill-down reports. Click the Employee-Wise button to view the Employee-Wise salary details. Press the back button to come back the previous screen. Click the Component-Wise button to view the Component-Wise salary details. Press the back button to come back the previous screen. Click the Department-Wise button to view the Department-Wise salary details. Reports can be downloaded in CSV, Excel, and PDF format. To return to the dashboard, press the back button. Next, we will demonstrate the graphical reports and their associated drill-down reports. Click the View Report link in the Manpower graphical presentation to display the monthly Manpower Detail Report. From this screen, you can view both the list of newly joined employees and the list of resigned employees. The dashboard includes various graphical reports such as attrition rate, department-wise salary, tenure-wise headcount, department-wise employee count, age band, and more. Each graphical presentation is linked to a detailed drill-down report, making cPay a leading choice among HR software solutions. Let's now take a look at how to create an employee master record in Cosmosft cPay human resource management software. To do this, navigate to the Payroll module and select Employee Master from the dashboard. Upon selecting Employee Master, the Employee Master input screen will appear. Here you can enter essential details such as the employee number, name, gender, date of birth, joining date, and payroll start month. Additional employee details can be entered across various tabs. In the Join tab, for example, you can specify information such as the reporting date, training period, notice period days, employment type, position, work status, and more. In the Group tab, you can specify the employee's group affiliations, such as branch, department, designation, workplace, payment group, attendance group, holiday group, leave group, cost center, and more. This enables you to categorize employees based on various organizational structures and requirements. In the Reporting tab, you can specify the employee's reporting structure, indicating who they report to. You can also mark their administrative capacities, such as whether they are a department head, branch head, or hold approval authority. This helps define the employee's role and responsibilities within the organization. In the Address tab, you can also enter the employee's present address and permanent address for record-keeping and communication purposes. In the Personal tab, you can enter additional personal details such as marital status, father's name, mother's name, spouse's name, number of children, blood group, religion, and qualifications. This section helps maintain comprehensive employee records. In the Payment tab, you can enter the employee's bank account details to facilitate salary and remuneration payments. This ensures that all payments are processed accurately and efficiently. In the PF/ESI/tax tab, you can enter the employee's PF account number, ESI account number, and PAN number for income tax deductions. Additionally, this tab allows you to specify whether PF and ESI contributions are calculated for this employee, providing clear documentation for compliance and payroll processing. In the Identity tab, you can enter various identification numbers for the employee, including their passport number, driving license number, election card number, and ration card number. This information helps maintain accurate records and assists in identity verification processes. In the Attendance tab, you can configure parameters for calculating daily attendance. This includes setting the shift batch group, ARS rule group, muster state, shift type, holiday mapping options, and shift mapping options. Additionally, you can input barcode details for integrating with attendance recording machines, ensuring accurate attendance tracking. In the Resignation tab, you can enter important details related to the employee's resignation, including the resignation date, reason for resignation, final settlement paid status, and the final settlement payment date. This information is essential for managing the employee's departure and ensuring all financial matters are settled accurately. In the Custom Field tab, users can enter custom fields that have been created specifically for the company. These custom fields allow for tailored data input within the cPay software. To create a custom field, go to the Master Setup module. Select Master from the menu, then choose Custom Fields and add a new custom field. To link the newly created field to the Employee Master, use the Attach Custom Fields menu option. This functionality allows organizations to capture specialized information tailored to their specific requirements. In the Fixed Field tab, users can enter additional text field values. To enable fixed fields, navigate to the menu option Enable Fields. Change the name and activate the field. By now, you may have noticed that cPay software captures all essential employee details comprehensively, tailored to functional needs. Unlike other payroll software, cPay enables detailed, customized data entry, ensuring all HR and payroll requirements are met in one system. To add further details about an employee, go to the Payroll module on the main dashboard and select the Employee Personnel Details option under Human Resource. This will allow you to record comprehensive employee information, including educational background, previous work experience, family information, emergency contacts, languages known, employee achievements, general documents submitted by the employee, legal documents executed by the employee, assets issued to the employee, asset return records, driving license details, awards given to employees, memos issued to employees, passport information, visa details, resident permit information, references, job-specific information, position details, bulk document upload for employee files and miscellaneous data field. This extensive data collection allows for detailed and well-organized employee records, meeting HR and payroll needs more effectively than any other HR software available on the market. Now, let's create various allowance and deduction components tailored to the specific needs of the company. You can define the properties of each component and set up the computation methods for these components within a specific payment group. To create a salary component, navigate to Master Configuration and select Salary Components. The Salary Component Creation screen will then appear, allowing you to define new components for payroll calculations. In cPay, salary components are organized into several categories: earnings components, deductions components, social security components, static variables, provisional variables, insurance deductions, reimbursements, expense reimbursements, and payslip info variables. This classification provides a structured approach for defining and managing various payroll elements effectively. Basic pay and housing rent allowance are examples of earnings components, while tax deductions at source serve as an example of deductions components. Additionally, Provident Fund, PF, and Employee State Insurance, ESI, are categorized as examples of Social Security components. This categorization helps in organizing and managing different aspects of employee compensation and compliance efficiently. Upon selecting the earnings, a list of existing earnings will be displayed on the screen. Click the Edit button on the left side of the list to modify the component properties. To add a new component, click the plus button at the top of the screen. All salary components in cPay include an ID, description, and short description. The Pay ID serves as a variable representation of the salary component and is used during computation and formula creation. Whether the components are used for the calculation of PF, ESI, one-time income tax, professional tax, or income tax can also be configured on this screen. Additionally, rounding properties for each component can be set here. The tax mapping ID is used to associate salary components with income tax components based on the Income Tax Act for each financial year. If the is allowance projectable option is selected, the value is projected for the financial year, and the tax is calculated based on this projection. Upon selecting the deductions option, a list of existing deduction components will be displayed on the screen. To modify the component properties, click the Edit button on the left side of the list. If the deduction amount exceeds the maximum allowable deduction for the month, the deduction will be applied based on the priority assigned to the components. If only a portion of the amount can be deducted based on the minimum deductible value, the remaining balance can be carried forward to the next month. Static variables are components that are stored permanently in the system during computation. They are essential for later reporting and information keeping, ensuring that crucial data is retained for future reference and analysis. Provisional variables are components used for temporary storage during salary computation and are not permanently stored in the database during processing. The wage used for Provident Fund (PF) computation is an example of a static variable. This variable is stored permanently in the system and is necessary for accurate calculations and reporting related to PF contributions. Reimbursement components are those benefits provided to employees based on bills submitted, subject to certain restrictions. These components can help reduce the tax burden on employees by allowing them to claim eligible expenses without adding to their taxable income. Expense reimbursements refer to the costs incurred by employees on behalf of the company that are separate from their salaries. These reimbursements enable employees to recover expenses related to their job responsibilities, ensuring they are not financially burdened by costs associated with performing their work duties. Payslip info variables are used to display specific details on the payslip during the printing. The creation of components and their properties enable cPay to compute and deliver accurate results, even in complex salary structures and computation methods applied to each company. No other software is as powerful as cPay, and its capabilities are evidenced by the successful configuration of over 2,000 companies across various industry verticals in the AWS cloud, making it the largest payroll implementation running without company-specific customization. Let's explore how to configure payroll computations tailored to specific organizational needs. cPay offers various methods for computing the payroll. Most common approaches is group the employees into different payment groups. In cPay, payment groups are created based on their salary structure and computation needs. Specific components and computation methods can then be defined for each payment group. This grouping allows for flexible payroll processing tailored to the specific needs of each group. To create a payment group, start by navigating to the Master Setup module. Within this module, locate the Groups menu option. On this screen, you'll see an Employee Group menu option. Expanding the Employee Group menu will find the menu option Payment Group. Selecting Payment Group will display a list of all existing payment groups on your screen. To add a new payment group, click the plus button. To edit an existing payment group, select the Edit button on the right side of the list. To set the group computation properties, follow this navigation sequence. Select the module Payroll in the main dashboard, go to Master Configuration, then select Group Computation Properties, and finally choose Allowance/Deduction. The payment groups will appear as a list. Click on a group to view the allowance and deduction components already associated with it. To add a new allowance or deduction to the group, click the plus button, then add the desired components to the list. Click the Edit button to open the property screen. Each component has the following properties that can be configured. Component can be designated as either fixed or variable. If the option is set to fixed, it becomes a master component, and its value remains unchanged until a salary revision occurs. If the LOP applicable option is set to true, this component will be included in the calculations for loss of pay. If the consider for arrear option is set to true, this component will be included in the arrear computations when the salary revision occurs. If the monthly limit applicable option is set to true, this component will have a monthly limit, and any amount exceeding this limit will be truncated to that specified value. The monthly limit can be set either on an employee-wise basis or on a payment group-wise basis. If it is set on a payment group-wise basis, you can enter the value in this screen. This option is considered while creating the formula using system default and also in the salary revision arrears. This limit can also be applied when computing the previous month's arrears based on the specified settings, specifically under the option Apply Limit for Previous Month Arrears. You may notice that the configuration options are quite simple, and most of them are essential for accurately computing the payroll. By this point, one might realize that there is no other software available today that offers such powerful configuration options. In cPay, the computation formulas for allowances and deductions are configured for each payment group. In the Payroll module, navigate to the Master Configuration menu. Expanding this menu will display a submenu called Assign Formula to Group. Click on the Assign Formula to Group option, and a list of pre-configured payment groups will appear on the screen. Click on the payment group, and if any computational formula is configured, it will appear on the screen. To view the content in a larger window, click the Screen Expansion button. Next, click the second plus button, and a dialog box will appear on the screen as shown. Select the pay type as earning. Choose the pay description as housing rent allowance. Click the Formula Builder button to open a screen with 3 tabs. The first tab, named Functions, lists all predefined functions in cPay. The min function and max function are examples of functions. cPay also supports conditional functions, such as the if greater than, then else function. For example, if the value of E is greater than B, the function will return C, otherwise, it will return D. The second tab, called System, contains various system variables, such as age in completed years, age in completed months, number of days in the selected month, and number of working days for the selected month. The values of these variables change dynamically each month. In the Pay Components tab, all user-created variables will appear in the list, items such as basic pay, housing rent allowance, and others. Double-click on basic pay, and the variable name BP will appear in the text box. To set the housing rent allowance as 30% of the basic pay, enter the formula BP*30/100. Now one might realize that formula creation in cPay is very simple, and users themselves can configure it. This built-in expression parser is a unique feature of cPay, distinguishing it from other payroll packages. Let's see how to compute PF in cPay software. In cPay, we can create a group for Provident Fund computation and attach employees to the respective group. Select the PF Group menu option. The list of groups created for PF computation will appear on the screen. Click the PF Formula button on the top of the screen and the configuration options for PF will appear on the screen. Set the PF Limit option. The available options are Limit, Do Not Limit, and Limit based on employee choice. If the selected option is Limit, the PF contribution will be restricted to the maximum value defined by the PF department. The Limit option can be applied to both employee contribution and family pension contribution. As of the year 2024, the limiting value for PF is 12% of the wage on which the PF is computed, or 15,000 Indian rupees, whichever is lower. After creating the formula, the value can be edited the percentage and value if needed. If system-generated wages is set to yes, then all components with the property consider for PF will be summed up and treated as the wage taken for calculating the PF. If the value is set to no, the user will have to manually add the variables for PF calculation. If the option admin charge needs to be computed for all employees individually is set to yes, then the PF admin charges will be calculated for each employee. If the option is set to no, the admin charge will be calculated based on the total PF wages from all employees. The Allow Negative Wages option is utilized during the computation of arrears. By default, this option is always set to no. However, if it is set to yes, the Provident Fund PF will be calculated as a negative value when the wage considered for PF results in a negative amount. The Family Pension Scheme computation options can be either for all employees or for employees aged below a threshold value, such as 57 years. After selecting the desired option, click the PF Formula button. This will insert the formula used for calculating the PF, Provident Fund, against the PF group. If you wish to change the PF percentage or the PF limit, you can edit the respective line item directly. The PF configuration options in cPay are designed to encompass all possible methods used by various companies. These options have been systematically studied and effectively implemented. Let us see how to configure the ESI computation in cPay software. In cPay, we can create groups for ESI, and the computation can be configured for each group. Finally, the group is mapped to each employee. This mapping is done in the Employee Master screen. Click the ESI Formula button to open the configuration options for the ESI screen in the system. Set the percentages for both employee contribution and employer contribution, and specify the value for the ESI wage limit. If system-generated wages is selected as yes, all components with the property consider for ESI will be summed up and treated as the wage for calculating the ESI. If the value is set to no, the user will have to manually add the variables for ESI calculation. We can configure the ESI computation so that deductions continue even if the master wage for ESI exceeds the prescribed limit. This ensures that ESI contributions are maintained throughout the current half-year period. The Check and Get ESI wage function can be utilized for this verification.
Click the ESI Formula button to generate the ESI computation formula.
The computation steps will be automatically inserted against the ESI group. Please note that the prefix M underscore signifies that the value is the master value of the component. The prefix X underscore indicates that the value is an additional or supplementary value of the component. The prefix PRV underscore means that the value corresponds to the amount from the previous month. In cPay, configuring ESI is straightforward, with computation steps that can be set up at the click of a button. Now, let's demonstrate how to configure professional tax in cPay software. In cPay, you can create a group for professional tax computation and assign employees to the appropriate group. Select the Professional Tax menu option to display the list of groups created for professional tax. Choose the group you wish to configure for computation. Click the PTAX formula button at the top of the screen, and a dialog window for configuring professional tax will appear. Professional tax is paid to statutory bodies monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, or yearly, depending on the local government policy. The cPay deductions from employees can be deducted on a monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, or yearly basis, depending on the company policy. The professional tax slabs can be defined on a monthly, quarterly, half-yearly, or yearly basis. Select the appropriate option based on the local government policy. Add the appropriate slab range by clicking the Add Range Value button. Enter all the applicable slabs for the group that needs to be created. Click the Save button on the top of the window to save the configuration. After saving, click the Tax Formula button in the center of the screen to insert the professional tax computation steps for the selected group. In cPay, a configuration option for professional tax can be created and implemented for all Indian states. This session will demonstrate how to input the master components, where their structure is already mapped against the payment group. To enter the master components for newly joined employees, go to Payroll module, select the menu option Master Salary Input or Master Salary Input in Form format. The list of employees, all newly joined employees, will appear as list. On click the employee name, the screen showing all the master components will display on the screen. Enter the values for the fixed salary components and save the data by clicking the Save button. The master salary can be prepared in Excel sheet and can be imported from the Excel. After completing the entry of master salary details for new joiners, any revised salary information for current employees should be updated. Navigate to the Master Salary Input menu and input the increment amount or the new value for the salary component, along with the effective date of the increment. Increments can be applied even if they occur mid-month. When an increment takes effect in the middle of a month, the system will calculate the salary up to the increment date using the old salary structure, and from the increment date onward, it will use the new salary structure. The master value history of an employee can be viewed by selecting the Master Salary History option. This screen displays the employee's salary revision history (L) file. Employee-specific inputs or formulas can be configured using the Assign Formula to Employee menu option. For example, if you want to provide an additional incentive of 10% of the basic pay to an employee each month, click the plus button to add a line item and select Incentive as the component. Enter the formula BP *10/100 in the Amount/Formula column. Click the Save button to save. For smaller companies with fewer than 50 employees, all salary components and formula configurations can be managed within a single screen, Assign Formula to Employee. This approach eliminates the need for employee grouping and mapping, simplifying the process and providing a more streamlined, comprehensive management view. The implementation process for companies with a smaller number of employees is straightforward and will be demonstrated in a separate session. Let's see how monthly salary data is captured in the cPay software. The monthly salary inputs refer to salary values that are applicable solely for the current month and will not be carried over or applied to subsequent months. Select the Monthly Salary Input menu option to enter the monthly values for each employee. The monthly salary data can also be imported from an Excel file. To import monthly salary data, go to the menu option Import and select Monthly Salary under the Monthly Salary Inputs menu. The Day Worked and Attendance View menu option is used to view or import consolidated attendance details for employees. The consolidated attendance sheet prepared in the Time and Attendance module can be viewed on this screen. If third-party software or manual methods are used for attendance consolidation, the data can be imported from an Excel sheet. Click the View option on the left side of the screen to view the employee details in a formatted layout. The various attendance inputs considered for salary calculations are number of days in the month/period, number of days worked, LOP after increment, total leave days, present days, week off, holidays worked, total worked hours, total loss hours, total early out hours, overtime hours worked, overtime for special rate, daily work hour pattern, number of working days for prorate calculation, paid holidays in the period, LOP before increment, total LOP days, absent days, national festival holiday, national holidays worked, total shift hours, total late hours, total permission hours, overtime for normal rate, overtime for additional rate, monthly work hours and more work hours. To import the consolidated day worked and attendance data, navigate to the Import section and select the Monthly Attendance option under the Monthly Inputs menu. Once all the salary inputs and leave details are entered, we can proceed to process the salary for the current period. Once all changes in employee master records, salary revisions, and attendance-related inputs are updated, we can proceed with salary computation. To compute the salary, navigate to the menu option Process Salary under the Salary Processing section. When you click the Process Salary option, a window displaying a checklist will appear on the screen. This checklist is user configurable based on the specific needs of the company. In this configuration, the first checklist item is Have you added newly joined employees? If this step is not completed, click the Do button to open the Employee Master screen, where you can add newly joined employees. After completing the task, click the Back button to return to the checklist. The checklist must be completed before proceeding with salary processing. Once all items are cleared, the Process button will be enabled on the screen. Clicking the Process button will open the Process Status screen. To start the payroll process, click the Process button. The Process Status log will be displayed on the screen. Once salary processing is complete, you will be able to view the processed output. To view the processed salary output, select the View Processed Output menu. Then, click on the Payslip Computed option to see the detailed processed salary output. In the processed output, you might have noticed columns labeled for supplementary earnings and deductions. These supplementary earnings and deductions represent amounts for the previous month's payments or arrears calculated during the payroll processing. cPay stands out as the only payroll software that accurately calculates supplementary payments while seamlessly integrating them with the current salary processing, including adjustments from the previous month. Click the Salary Register Computed button to view the Salary Register Computed report. You can download the salary register in Excel to review and verify the values. If any discrepancies are found, you can make corrections and reprocess as needed. Once the salary is processed and verified, it can be finalized for the period. To do this, select the Finalize Salary menu and choose the Make Payment option. Before making the payment, review the salary reconciliation statement. If there is difference between the current and previous month's salary, approval is required to proceed with the payment. This ensures that the salary is computed and paid without any errors. Once the payment is completed, you can lock the payroll for the current month. To do this, click the Close Payroll button on the Lock Payroll for the current month screen. One of the key features of cPay is its built-in report builder, making it the only payroll software with an integrated report designer on an HTML canvas. This tool is similar to Power BI and can instantly generate Excel and PDF reports. To create a custom payslip using the Report Builder, begin by selecting the Report Builder module and navigating to the Report Designer menu. Next, choose the Open option to access an existing report and select a previously created report. The format of the selected report will then appear on your screen. In the Designer, you can add various report elements such as text boxes, labels, and lines to customize your report. Once you have finished designing the report, save your design. To view the completed report, click the View Report button, and the report will be displayed on your screen in PDF format. A separate session is available that demonstrates the complete process of creating custom reports using the Report Builder. Query Builder is a reporting tool that allows users to create custom reports by leveraging predefined columns. This enables users to quickly assemble reports without having to manually define all the data sources or fields, streamlining the report creation process. To create a query, select the Report Builder module and choose the Query Builder menu option. The Query Builder screen will open, allowing you to select columns. Click Add Column to include a column in the query. After selecting the desired columns, save the query for future use. To view the query result, click the Show Report button. The query results can be printed or exported to Excel or PDF format. Another important feature of the Query Builder is the ability to set print order, sort order, and filters for the query, making it more powerful and customizable. Another significant feature of cPay is its powerful Excel reporter. With Excel Reporter, you can generate formatted Excel reports with ease. We will demonstrate how to create a custom salary register using this tool. Select the Report Group option as Salary Register. A list of existing reports will appear on the screen. Click the plus button to add a new report format, or click the Edit button to modify an existing format. Add the desired columns to the report and save the report format. All created reports will be accessible under the Excel Report menu option in the Payroll module. cPay also allows for the generation of embedded Excel reports. Embedded reports are those where data is populated into a preformatted Excel sheet that is submitted to the reporter. In addition to the dashboard report, cPay provides various pre-built monthly and annual reports. The monthly reports include payslips, salary registers, custom payslips, final settlement slips, salary abstracts, and detailed statements on allowances, deductions, and superannuation wages. The annual reports consist of the yearly salary summary, group-wise, yearly salary component, yearly salary, employee-wise, and yearly salary consolidated. Various reconciliation reports are available, such as the Master Reconciliation Details, Allowance Summary, Gross and Net Pay Report, Joinee/Exit Report, and Allowance Employee Summary. Additionally, several personal reports are provided, including Employee Profile, Employee Personnel Details, Employees as on date, Confirmed Employees, New Joinee Employees, Exited Employees, Employee Headcount Detail Report, Attrition Report, Inactive Employees as on date, Birthdays List, Wedding Anniversary List, Employee Age Details, Employee Retirement Details, Asset List, View Birthdays List, Employee New Form 11, Service Record, ESI Form 11 Accident Book, Form 6, Register of Holidays, and the Register of Employees for Contract Labor. A comprehensive set of reports, combined with configurable salary computation and a custom report designer, makes cPay one of the most favored HR software solutions among all existing options currently available. Thank you for watching the video. If you found this information useful, please subscribe to the channel.